Hello Gemini, let's do your reading today, your zodiac reading. Welcome to your zodiac reading for your sun, moon, Venus, or rising positions in your birth chart. If you don't know about your birth chart and you don't know what your moon, Venus, or rising positions are, obviously your sun position, your sun zodiac is Gemini. But it also might be your moon, Venus, or rising if it's not your sun. So you could go to, not affiliated, but go to astro.com and get a free account where you can request a free birth chart. When you plug your information into it, they will email you a birth chart right away. And then you can look on the birth chart, which is like the top left-hand corner, where you'll see the sun, symbols of the sun, moon, Venus, and your ascending. They say rising, I know with the tarot card readers, but it does say ascend on your birth chart. I have one myself. So if they're all different zodiac signs, guess what? You have 3 more zodiac signs besides this one to refer to tarot card readings or any kind of reading under those zodiac signs, just for further clarification of your situation and how you're going to move forward, and confirmation or resolution of your situation while you come to tarot card readings in the first place. So, without further ado, I should say this is a collective soul tarot, and I am Kay. Thank you for being here. Thank you to my returning subscribers and returning viewers. And if you like what you see or hear in this reading, please subscribe and like. It'll help get my video out in front of others, more people, so that they can receive help and confirmation and solutions from these tarot card readings. Thank you so much. Archangel Michael, my Holy Spirit, what can we know about Geminis? What do they need to know? What is their heart seeking today from this reading? Okay. I'm going to cut the deck, and we're going to do a Celtic cross spread. Starting with the current situation, the energy of that. King of Wands, somebody wants to move forward, Gemini. Yeah, somebody, Gemini, you're going to giddy up and go as a King of Wands. Excuse my squeaky table, by the way. The King of Wands is somebody who takes charge, takes control, does it. You give them a task and it's done, and it's done well. And they're always ready to battle. They're warrior. They have warrior energy in them. They're fiery. They're adventurous. They are, fun to be around. They're exciting to watch. And they're, confident and charismatic. The life of the party kind of thing. Yep. And so you're getting ready to, or someone's getting ready to move towards you. Or taking action. What's crossing it? Page of Cups. Well, that's good. You want to get moving towards somebody who you want to give your cup of love to. King of Wands. See that cup there? You want to move towards somebody who you need to apologize to, maybe, but you definitely want to show them your appreciation and adoration by offering your love, like friendliness and just niceness. Be nice to them, saying hello, show that you care, that kind of thing. And what's in the distant past? The Queen of Swords is in the distant past. That's a good thing. The Queen of Swords in the upright is very chatty, great communicator. They're very fair, they are intuitive. They allow their intuition to guide them. They will speak, they will think before they speak, kind of thing. And they say it bluntly, just upright and honest, without the intention of wanting to hurt you, and so forth and so on. But when it's in the reverse, if it is, they're the opposite of that. They might be still very chatty, but not in the kind of chatty way you'd like them to be. They're definitely not fair, and they want to cut you to pieces. They will cut you down to size, is what I say. They will do it in front of anyone or in privacy, but they'll just do it They're just difficult, challenge. They're a challenging person to be around because they blah, 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 but they won't listen to you. You know, it's only a one-sided conversation with them. As soon as you start, if you were to challenge them about something they've done or said, they will just either make an excuse and turn about face and run off the other direction. Highly upset, of course, you know. Very disturbed that you would say something like that. But in the next sense, in the next breath, they'll cut you down, you know, because it'd be your fault. That kind of thing. So let's move on. Recent past, you've had a lot of confusion or a lot of options. Woo-hoo, that you have making your mind up over. Maybe you've made your mind up. Okay, so what are you thinking about? This Ace of Swords coming forward with a new, wiping the slate clean. That's what you're thinking about. You just want to start afresh. You want to be able to put your next foot forward in front of the other, knowing that you're going to be very honest, truthful, transparent in your dealings with people. It's just going to be a whole different life. You're going to be quite clear with people about what you think and feel, you know, as long as it's not going to hurt their feelings. But even if it does hurt their feelings, if you're doing it with the intention of not hurting their feelings, if it's like a constructive criticism, let's just say, that you know it will help them, then if it hurts their feelings, that's their problem. Okay, it's not yours. There's something in them that they need to heal about that. So what's the bridging energy? The Knight of Wands. Ooh, yeah. Down on bended knee, your life has been causing you to feel rather beat up, really burdened, and you know, at a loss for energy and muster. You just are feeling like you're depleted, that you're just exhausted here. You're down on bended knee. Life has brought you down on your knee. Okay, what's your fear? Seven of Pentacles. You're afraid of not realizing the harvest of all that you've put into your life with somebody or with the work you do. You're looking at the past and you're feeling nostalgic, but you do know that you don't want to stay in the past. You want to be able to pick the fruits of your labor and move forward with them in abundancy and prosperity and good fortune, right? Who's in your environment? The Page of Wands. Somebody who is youthful, exuberant, and loves to have great news. Loves to give great news too, you know. They're just a very youthful, spirited person, or a young person. Maybe they're younger than you are. King of Wands. They may be younger than you. But if not, they're of a youthful type of spirit, you know, younger than their years. And they just like to be passionate and inspired and adventurous. They just love good news. So let's talk about your hopes. The King of Swords. Okay, look at this, Queen of Swords down here. You're hoping to be able to step into that energy where you're fighting for truth and clarity, honesty and fairness, right? You're an excellent communicator too as the King of Swords. You're also intuitively connected. So that's why you hold a sword high like that with truth and clarity. You know, you are all about saying things like it is, but being fair about it, and also making sure that people know where you stand. Like your position. What's your position on things? Could also mean that you're going through divorce, because that could mean that you're hoping to connect with a lawyer, a divorce lawyer, if you're currently connected in a relationship, marriage, or whatever, long term. And what's the outcome energy? The Knight of Cups. Oh, you really do love somebody. Really, 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 really do love somebody that you want to commit to and be devoted and sincere with in love, and which I'm assuming is this Page of Wands person. So what's the clarification for these two energies? Eight of Pentacles. Working hard on your finances. Nose to the grindstone. hard working, just making sure that you're getting the money that you need. The Ten of Pentacles here for making a long-term commitment or breaking a long-term commitment. It depends on, you know, which way we're looking at the King of Swords here, as to which way this Ten of Pentacles is going to go. We'll know more maybe when we get here. All right, what's the environment? Five of Pentacles. Okay, Gemini. You, this environment, this person in your environment, which doesn't necessarily mean they're in your home, your neighborhood, you know, town or state, near state, country, whatever. Could be across the world. So they're in your energy, in your environment, in your energy. You're thinking about them a lot, and so the two of you are connected energetically like that, like just spiritually, okay? There's like an umbilical cord between the two of you when you're thinking and feeling for somebody. That creates that bond, that energetic attachment. So this is somebody that you feel very separate from. There's separation and disappointment between two people here, and there's concern about finances. So whether or not this person sees you being concerned about your finances as to why, you know, if you were financially focused more so than being in a loving, devoted, unconditional love type of relationship connection with somebody, but all you care about more is the money, if she or he may be thinking that way about you, or they're feeling left out in the cold from you. Okay? And you are the King of Wands. So I'm going to go with this as a feminine over here, but it doesn't have to be. Just saying, it doesn't have to be. Could be same sex, or you could be the one who's the King of Wands energy. It's just energy. You could be a feminine sitting in this masculine energy. I do quite often myself. Okay? But you take it how it resonates. Now, yeah, the second card is she or whatever, she is thinking about the last time you were in messaging with each other, contact, communicating with each other, how it was left when you separated. It was left as maybe an angry, disappointed type of energy message. You know, back and forth, you might have had some messages that were not so, you know, they wouldn't be considered positive, just put it that way. Okay? And she might be thinking how she'd really like to hear from you. That hoping that there is going to be incoming messages that will nullify the effects of feeling left out in the cold. She wants, you know, she's looking for adventure. She's looking for excitement. She's looking for some good news. I know I do that. I say to my soul, Verna, I sure could use some good news right now. Will you bring me some good news sometime this week? So, you know, maybe it's kind of like that idea. So what's on the back of the deck? Six of Pentacles. Working hard for, you know, equal give and take, which also can mean a divorce, dividing up assets. If this is the lawyer for divorce, this would be turned around, and it would be because you're going for divorce, you're having to divide up your assets. Half and half, or however way the judge rules, right? There is some healing being done. That would be wanting to bring healing to a connection, the two waters pouring into one, right? Two emotions of love. And the star is the one that you see that's guiding you in the sky, which you see as being this person. King of Wands, you see this as being this person. And so this is then you wanting to work very hard to build up your finances in order to be able to realize a connection that's equal give and take with this person here that you left out in the cold. You want to mend that connection. You see her as your empress. You know, she's everything to you. You see everything about her is like dead on perfect for you. And she's the most revered and highest energy in the feminine energy in the tarot deck. So you can't get any higher than the Empress. On the masculine side, it's the Emperor. So she's birthing worlds. She's a master manifester. She is everything of all four queens. Like, she's fair and, you know, a great communicator. You know, you're not going to lack in communication. And I don't mean overly chatty or gossipy or anything like that. She's a great communicator, and she's intuitive. She's Queen of Wands. She's alluring. She's beautiful, sexy, sensual, a go-getter, you know, an adventurous, somebody who's fun and exciting, has a great sense of humor, has got a lot of charisma, who works hard, who will battle for anyone that she feels needs to be protected. You know, all those great qualities, the Queen of Wands. She's Queen of Hearts. She's loving, adoring. She's perfect. She's intuitive as well, and she's caring, compassionate, nurturing, and she will just she's not afraid of her emotions. She's emotionally matured. And then there's the Queen of what? Swords, Pentacles. She's very good at making good financial decisions. She's abundant and prosperous, and she is just she's well liked by people. All four queens in one is the Empress, okay? And you are wanting to lay your ego and pride down and just ride out victoriously to be reconnected with your love interest here, the Empress, healing each other through that unconditional love and excitement of feeling victorious and successful. Need I say more? Okay. Let's do it now. Let's start clarifying the Page of Cups and the King of Wands. What do you guys think? Let's do that? Okay, let's do it. All right. Let's do it. Archangel Michael, my Holy Spirit, please clarify these two energies, the King of Wands and the Page of Cups for us. Thank you so much. The Fool. That's wanting to do it, right? Oops. The Five of Cups. Be feeling remorseful and regretful of leaving things in a bad way with her. This one. You were in deceptive mode. You were in deceptive mode at the time because you had other priorities. Priorities of having, maybe being with somebody that you were married to in a long-term commitment. Your priority was having extra fun on the side, right? The shadow side of you. Your priority was to be more focused on the finances, so you could only be with somebody who was also thinking that way. You couldn't be with somebody who was all about love. Maybe you were thinking that the person that you did fall in love with was just not at your standards, wasn't good enough for you. You know, that you'd be going down a level if you were to connect with this one as opposed to the one you were with. You were just maybe being a player, you know, having fun at anyone's expense except your own. You were self-centered and selfish, just saying, okay? And so you were attached, bonded to this toxic way of thinking and behaving. You weren't so much allowing your heart to navigate you through life. Your heart doesn't dictate. This one does. And so your heart, you weren't allowing your heart, you know, to be connected with your heart would be seen as a form of weakness, right? That you weren't a man or you weren't a woman if you were allowing your heart to guide you through your life, making connections that were endearing and lifelong. You know, really sincere, tangible type of connections with people who you would receive unconditional love from, that would then, you know, promote and assure you that it would be safe for you to give that back, like this equal give and take, right here, that you, as you receive that unconditional love from somebody that you have love for, you would feel safe and certain and confident that it'd be all right, that you would trust and give your unconditional love back to them. So you were in the toxic type of way. You were rather foolishly behaving that way at one time. It's left you kind of out in the cold yourself, feeling like you crying over spilt milk here, but the divine had a plan for you. These two cups is the Two of Cups. That's true love. Behind your back, you're not looking at it because you had been so focused on the upset, pain, that your toxicity or the people that were in your life that were toxic with, but you do really want to move away from that, and that's that King of Wands energy, right? So this is the King of Wands energy. You want to take a leap of faith and move on a path after you've done the healing that you required, that were needed to do, so that you're laying it all down. You don't want to be brokenhearted anymore. You're laying it all down, your ways, your toxic ways that breaks your heart, and breaks the hearts of others, and pick up that sword of truth, honesty, clarity, and so forth. So healing is in the works for you, King of Wands, or you have healed. Let's talk about the Queen of Swords energy. Distant past. What's going on? Who's this Queen of Swords? Archangel Michael, my Holy Spirit. 8 of Cups. 8 of Swords. 2 8s. And the Death card. Well, guess who she is? Someone who you thought was your destiny. You really did. The Queen of Swords. You really thought she was your destiny, because the two of you were on the same page about what was important to you in life and your family, whatever. But you've been having to pay karmic debt for that decision, but now you're walking away from having, you walked away from this one. This is in the distant, or whatever, however that resonates for you. It could be recent past or in a not so distant past. But you've been up in your head about it. A mental prison here, keeping yourself imprisoned by your thoughts and rumination, but you're putting an end to it. You are. You have, like, this is putting an end to something. This is 8 cups out of 10, right? You put a great deal of investment in this, in your relationship, your marriage, or long-term commitment with this one that you saw as your destined path at one time. And even though you were up in your head ruminating a lot and feeling stuck and not doing anything, you had actually put an end to it. And now you've turned your back on that, and you're looking at your horizons to see how you're going to get on that ship and move across the water so that you can get to your love interest over here. Okay, let's talk about the 7 of Cups energy. Gemini. What's the 7 of Cups energy? What's going on with the most recent past? Four of Wands. This one wants to come out, obviously. 9 of Swords. Why? I don't know. And the Emperor. Oh my gosh. And the Hierophant. Oh my gosh. Wow, wow, wow. There's your King of Pentacles. Yoo-hoo. Strength and all that good stuff. Oh, the Sun. Enlightenment. Okay. So maybe with all the confusion that you were in, thinking something was supposed to be really good for you turned south. It went sour. Maybe she cheated on you. Maybe she just become so difficult, because remember, she's in the reverse. So difficult to be with. And you're thinking, why am I putting up with this year after year after year when I truly love someone else? What am I doing? What the heck's the matter with me, right? Well, you were in option land for a while, feeling confused. You're fantasizing recently about putting all of you, whether you have a child too, maybe, don't know, but all of you under the same roof with this one, not with that one anymore. You are, leaving that one behind. But you are losing sleep at night because you're still ruminating to some degree. You're still causing yourself a lot of mental anguish over how you're going to be able to come back towards this one here as an emperor or a father. If you're not a husband anymore to this one, you are a father at least, and if not, then you have elevated your ways of thinking and believing by including the heart now, that you don't see it so much as being a weakness, a sign of weakness to have the heart involved, which is the divine, right? It's your religion. It's your religion. Okay, the divine and religion aren't exactly the same thing, but you go to your religion in order to worship your divine, your divinity. So you may have broken up a marriage that you had with this one, and with the confusion of the pain and the searing pain, emotional pain and mental pain from whatever caused this to break up, you've been seeking advice from somebody like a clergyman, priest, whoever, if you're Catholic and whatnot. But you're evolving. You've evolved. If you're not just at the energy of being a husband, getting divorced, or a father, you're actually your King of Pentacles is quite mature and quite well to do. Look at that golden throne he's sitting in, and his scepter's got a pentacle on the end, and at the top of his throne is another pentacle, a great big one. But you know the ways of the land, right? You've been able to navigate this 3D world, the world of material possessions, to your advantage. And perhaps that's what your wife had been helping you do too, or at least her focus was on that, as well as your focus was on that. You made money, whatever form it took, like investments, real estate investments. You made that your priority. Working hard and earning lots, and then earning more and making it work for you. So what's the Ace of Swords? 7 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands with the Ace of Cups. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So you're thinking about all this. You want to have the slate, you hope to have the slate wiped clean, because you're now saying to yourself, if I'm going to move, because you're going to move forward. As I move forward, it's got to be upright and honest and transparent, especially if I want to reconnect with the one that I never was with, that in that way. You're going to find your courage. You're going to find your courage to step up and, stand your ground against naysayers, and you've put up some healthy, strong boundaries against the people who are naysayers, who want to make your life difficult, in other words. You may be thinking that you got to uproot yourself, and if you do, I want to say, if you do uproot yourself to move towards the one who's truly in your heart, whether it's this one or whoever, but this one here, the divine steps in and provides for you with prosperity, a big blessing of prosperity and abundance to help you do that. You just have to have faith. Ask the divine to help you find your way wherever this one's located, okay? And the divine will make that happen for you. He guide you, okay, do this today. You don't even know why you're doing it, or you do know why you're doing it, but it's a necessary step for you to actually get closer to being with this one. Knight of Wands. At one time you were in player energy with this one, but not anymore. You're in lickety-split energy. You're so excited. You're thinking about how exciting it would be to move to a new place, new location, right? A new location with the divinely inspired cup of love, a new path in emotional fulfillment, okay? That you've not ever been in before. Not ever been in before. This is like kickstarting a brand new life that's inspired with passion and love and truth and honesty. I mean, what more can you want? Here's the prosperity part. You've got truth, you've got money, abundance, you've got inspiration that's not like full on, dead on, like cocky type of inspiration, passion. It's divinely inspired. That's why the light's up here. And you have the divine's love, of unconditional love in your heart to give to somebody, to her, who you once made your other woman. Okay, that's the Queen of Wands. She was in a third party. You put her in a third party as the other woman, but that came down. You see, tower came down and blew that up at some point. Let's talk about the Nine of Wands energy, please. Thank you. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands. We have the Four of Cups. Yep. Being rejected, manifesting, willpower and working hard on a passionate new beginning, with courage. Courage and tenacity. Courage and, you know, taming the beast within you, which is the lion. You're putting the lion, the ego, which is the ego, what is putting the ego down. But you know, it's in tow. It's in tow because you can't move through this life without your ego, because your ego is the one that's making this life possible. It's the body. It's all the material. It's the fear side of our existence. There's only love and there's fear. So you have to take the ego with you, but you can calm your fears. You can lay them down. You can have faith and trust in the divine that you're looking to right here to help you keep them calm and you peaceful because of it. So that's what you're trying to do. But this is, with all that, it's because you rejected her cup of love in the past that was divinely inspired. She was inspired to offer you her cup, but you had rejected it, right? You're down on bended knee. You're asking for a possibility to be able to, you're manifesting a possibility to be able to enter into this also passionate new beginning. Wow, you got Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups right here, and now the Ace of Wands. You can't ask for more of a beginning, a brand new path in all the four elements. Notice Ace of Wands, Pentacles, Swords, and Cup. You are manifesting because you're inspired by the divine and all these energies right here. Now you can manifest. Now you can manifest. You can get up off your knee and start walking down your path towards what it is you desire most. And if it's being with her, then that's what it shall be. Let's talk about the Page of Wands energy, please. That's beautiful, guys. Very, very beautiful. You have all four aces on the table. You are a master manifester. You just don't know it. You just don't know it, or maybe you do. So, like, get busy. Start manifesting. Spending time in quiet, meditating and thinking about what it is you really want to experience. Okay, Page of Wands. 3 of Cups, yeah. 9 of Cups, and the High Priestess with the Knight of Pentacles. Wow, so this can go two ways. Your person, if you have not been communicating with them, they don't know a lick about what's been going on in your life, if you've been with somebody and divorced or whatever, because you want to move towards them. If you've been keeping that all in the down low, not telling anybody, including her, she's thinking about how she was in a third party with you. You put her in that position, that role, and you were being overindulgent, you know, having more than your fair share, like one extra woman more kind of thing, or more. And that you have been like keeping secrets, you know, hiding things. You know certain things, but you're not saying a word. Okay? Or if she is not so focused on that at all, but I can see how she must be because of the feeling left out in the cold. All she wants is good news. She wants to hear from you, or from who she can celebrate life with. Go out socially, have dates, and just kicking it up, having a lot of fun, celebrating life, celebrating each other with drinks, you know, even if it's milk, you know, just cheers to us, right? And having this sort of like divinely inspired connection with somebody. There is like, you're connected intuitively to the divine, but this would be light working with somebody else. This would be divinely connected with somebody else that you're feeling the divine approves of, okay? So it's either or. You'd have to resonate whichever way that works for you. Knight of Cups energy, please. Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit for Gemini. What's the Knight of Cups energy? Ten of Cups, happily ever after. 5 of Wands, dang, 5 of Wands, right? And the Page of Pentacles with the Hermit. Oh, good for you. Ooh, the Sun too. Wowsy, wowsy. 6 of Cups. Okay. So, what we got going on here is that you want to leap towards your love interest with a devoted and sincere, truly I love you type of energy, committed energy, to be a happily ever after, in a happily ever after, as long as you are on the same page with him about that, or as long as you are on the same page, she's on the same page as you, because I'm talking to Gemini here. You fear that she will be reluctant, to say the least, disagree with you or argue or whatever, but you want to eventually have a 10 of Cups with you. You do not want to be arguing with her. You want to hopefully put that all down in the past, because remember, you're thinking about a clean slate over here. So this is what you want to do. You want to lay down the conflict that ensued between the two of you. You want to come towards her with a small gift, but you want to come towards her as a messenger, right? To say, hey, how are you? How are you? It's been such a long time. I hope you're doing well. I would love to hear from you. And, if you're around next week, would you consider seeing me, for a visit? Or this is, you're doing work on your inner child, or this is a child you're telling her about that you have. But this is all coming about because you've been spending time in isolation. You've been able to, or should be, now spending time in isolation, getting to see the lay of the land. That if you move backwards in time, who's there? The snake, right? The snake is the snake. You're seeing that because the divine has brought a lot of light into you to reveal the darkness in your life, the dangers in your life. You're kind of thinking too that actually attracted a snake towards you on your path. You can't go past it. You can't go around it. And you wouldn't want to go through it. So you have to go this way. And the path is that little lantern is the divine, symbolic of the divine, and see how wise you've become in your years and all those lessons, those experiences you had with your life, of how you decided and who you decided to be, how you decided to behave and focused and prioritizing, and who you decided to be with, as opposed to the one that offered unconditional love. That's the person from your past. You think very fondly of them. You have great nostalgia, remembering back when the two of you, if things were simpler, or the two of you were just a lot younger, maybe not as children, but as a lot younger in your years. This may go back quite a ways. So you're thinking fondly of them, and you realize that this one here brings you incredible happiness whenever you think about them and that time you spent together before things went south. But yeah, you're going to be in hermit mode, in introspection, isolation, and reflection time, to learn more about who you are and really what is your priority in this life. What really brings you all that true happiness is allowing the heart, the fondness, the adoration you have for somebody and for life to come to be part of your life. That's what this represents, okay? This is how you're going to go towards her, approach her with that devoted and sincere cup of I really love you. Well, guys, that's great and it's beautiful. I really am happy for you. Please subscribe and like, and let me know what you think. That would be awesome sauce, as they say. But in anyways, take care of yourself, Gemini, and we will catch up with you next month. Bye for now.